Welcome to the channel. Here, we provide clear, actionable insights into the complex world of tax and accounting to help your business thrive.
Okay, let's jump right in. We are talking about the 2026 tax season. And look, if you or someone you love is 65 or older, you are going to want to listen up. There are some surprisingly great new updates and benefits designed to help you keep more of your hard-earned money right where it belongs, in your pocket. I mean, seriously, who can argue with that? You're staring at a pile of forms, trying to figure out all the latest rules from the IRS. Yeah, it can be a real headache, and frankly, just completely overwhelming. But here's where the story changes. This year is different. For real, there are some fantastic new benefits on the table, and it's so important that you know what they are so you don't miss out. And this is the big one. Let's get right to the most exciting update. A brand new enhanced deduction created specifically for seniors. This is a huge deal, and it's really meant to provide some actual relief, especially for folks on a fixed income who've been feeling the squeeze lately. Now, you really need to pay attention to that phrase right there. In addition, this is not some small adjustment to the deductions you already know about. No. This is a completely new benefit that you can stack right on top of everything else. It doesn't matter if you itemize or take the standard deduction. It's extra. So let's talk numbers. How much is it? For an eligible person filing on their own, this new deduction is $6,000. That is a pretty significant chunk of change that can directly lower your taxable income. And check this out. It gets even better for couples. If you're married and filing jointly and you both qualify, that number doubles to a massive $12,000. You can see how that could make a huge difference on your final tax bill. Okay, so you're probably thinking, this sounds amazing, do I qualify? That's the perfect question. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of the eligibility rules and see exactly how this works. All right, rule number 1 is super simple. It's just an age check. To get this deduction for a given tax year, you just have to have turned 65 by December 31st of that year. That's it. Pretty straightforward, right? Now, as with most tax benefits, there is an income limit. The deduction starts to get smaller if your modified adjusted gross income, or MAGI, goes over a certain amount. Don't let the term MAGI scare you. Just think of it as your total income, with a few specific things added back in. For single filers, that limit is $75,000. For couples married filing jointly, it's $150,000. The good news is, for a lot of seniors, your income is going to fall comfortably under these limits. Let's make this crystal clear with a quick example. So meet John and Mary. They're both 66 years old, so check, they pass the age requirement. Their combined income is $110,000, which is well below that $150,000 limit for joint filers. So what's the result? Boom, they get to claim the full $12,000 deduction, which is going to save them a lot of money. But wait, there's more. The new deduction isn't the only piece of good news. Let's talk about another really important tax benefit that honestly a lot of working seniors just don't realize they can get. It's the Earned Income Tax Credit, or EITC. So for the 2025 tax year, that's the one you'll file in 2026, if you're still working and earning income from a job, you could get this credit if your income is less than $68,675. The exact amount you get depends on a few things, but this credit can be worth several $1,000s. It is absolutely worth looking into. And this right here is so important. Please do not make this mistake. Don't just assume that because you're over a certain age or you're collecting Social Security that you're automatically disqualified. That's not true. If you are still working and have wages that fall under that income limit, you absolutely need to check if you qualify. Don't leave free money on the table. Okay, I know this can all feel like a lot to keep track of, but here's the best news of all. You do not have to figure this out on your own. There are some incredible, totally free resources out there waiting to help you. Take a good look at this slide. Maybe even snap a picture of it. Programs like VITA, TCE, and the AARP Foundation Tax Aid have certified volunteers who will prepare your taxes for free. They have thousands of locations all over the country. The phone numbers and websites are right there for you. I seriously cannot recommend them enough. All right, just a couple of quick housekeeping items before we wrap up. First, a little reminder for anyone who's still working. Your wages are still subject to tax withholding, even if you're also getting Social Security. And second, the absolute easiest way to get your tax forms, like your SSA 109, is to create a My Social Security account online at ssa.gov. It'll save you a ton of time. So, if you only remember a few things from our chat today, make it these. 1. there's a new $6,000 or $12,000 deduction for people 65 and older. 2. Keep an eye on those income limits, $75,000 and $150,000. 3. If you're working, check if you can get the Earned Income Tax Credit. And 4. Please, remember that free expert help is just a phone call away. You know, at the end of the day, this isn't just about taxes and complicated forms. It's about your money and your life. Saving a few $1,000s could mean a trip to see the grandkids, a nice boost to your savings, or maybe just a little more peace of mind. So the real question is, what will this new benefit make possible for you?